Hey, thank y'all for coming back to my video again. This is stage 2 of Best of Castle to Castle. I want to ask that you would give me comments, like and enjoy the video, but give me comments about the video. But also, please like and subscribe to my videos. I'm almost to 80 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 100 for the end of the year. About 2 weeks away. Also, for everyone who's looking and been asking, I did a full-length video of me racing today. This is Sunday that I'm recording this. I did a TT race, so that it kind of gave me a chance to measure myself up against other riders. Plus, that's going to be in the background while I'm doing a video on all my equipment that I use, from my shoes to my pedals to the bike to how my gym looks. Everything, all those new updates. I'm doing this because people have been asking me about my equipment, and I constantly put it in there what I'm using. But it'll be nice to see it. I'm doing a full-length video on how I look on the bike. I'm sorry I didn't show that to y'all, but you have to remember I was like an almost 600-pound guy. I'm down to 3-something. There's a lot of extra skin on that video. I'm just letting y'all know that now. I'm just being honest, man. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get down to this. This was the Zwift Community Live. I had never made one of these. I was really excited about doing this race. I knew that a lot of people were gonna be in this race. Roland was in this race. He's won this before. BB was there. He wasn't in the best shape. BB had some stuff going on for the last couple of weeks, and he was there to race, but he really wasn't in top physical shape. So it's kind of a win for me with an asterisk with him there. So, hey, BB, I need you well, man. I can't be putting asterisks up next to everything. If I can put one right here, just to know that I put it on there. Now, anyway, let's get live to this race with AIM. I'm also put in the descriptions Roland's channel. He actually has the end of the race on his channel. Sad thing about this race is I did a great job, but because they were having technical issues, it literally caught Ben Turner going across the line, and it did not catch me except my butt going across the line. So I finally make it, and I really don't get a good image of me racing. But let's get into the race. Let's get the countdown started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. And as we take off, I know there's a plethora of great riders in this race. So I decided that I wasn't going to power off. You know, I don't power off much. I kind of try to bag my power down. For anybody wondering, I have a Soul SB 900 stationary bike with the don't let me mess it up, but I got the ASCO, I'm gonna call it AF pedals. I will show them, I put it up in the thing as I say it right now, so you understand what power meter pedals I have on my bike, so I can get accurate power counts on there. I wear a Polar heart monitor that I wear while I'm racing. I do have Zwift power on my bike. I had to come up with a clever way for it to fit on a stationary bike, which I had to buy a new little bar and some new handles so it can actually sit on my bike just right. So that's one of the nice little things I did. I also got in this race, and I really like riding with BB. I kind of talked to BB and his team about, you know, sometimes maybe riding with them on earlier races. My team rides a lot of great races. Don't get me wrong, I love riding my team. Z-Sons don't get mad. Sometimes I want to ride early in the day, like they do Triple T races. I think they said he's zone 14, which I think puts them at about 1 o'clock. Sometimes on Thursdays when I can race, I'm home all day that day, and I would like to get into an earlier race. So if anybody from the NTS3s, I put in everything, but I'm showing everything this Wednesday because there have been a lot of questions about stuff. So I want to really inform people, show people me riding. Like I said, I'm a bigger guy. Y'all, let me get this through this again. I'm a very big guy. I'm 6'2", right now about 385. I've always kind of been athletic. I was kind of kid in high school, could dunk at 6'2", 300 pounds. That wasn't nothing for me to do. I've always been that kind of powerful dude. Played football in high school, had a couple of college scholarships. Didn't like football. Never really was. I was good at it. I like wrestling. Wish I would have stuck with that. But hey, hindsight's 2020. So as we see me racing here, the race really wasn't that bad. I kept anticipating a huge climb. For some reason, I was thinking we was gonna have this mega climb in this race, but we really didn't. So as you see me coming through, we get through this first power, and I'm riding and I'm doing really well. I'm not trying to lead the pack. The goal is not to lead the pack. My goal was to keep my power down on certain spots. Only when we climbed was I was going to go up a little bit more. And that's what I do, because what I do is set the tension rod on the bike, set the tension meter on the bike tighter, so it forces me to put a lot more power to keep moving, which is almost like switching gears, but I can't switch gears. Also, I'm gonna talk about a lot of this on Wednesday's video. I'm trying to put a lot of things to rest because people ask me stuff, and I try to be upfront about everything that I'm doing. And I like to say to y'all, thank y'all for, hey, I've heard people cheating out here a lot about e-bikes. That's the one reason I put my whole picture up there. It's gonna be there tomorrow on the video. I'm gonna say that tentatively for tomorrow. I'm not doing a Thursday race, the tiny races this week. Me and my son hung out Saturday morning, ended up taking up a little bit more thing, getting our haircuts, went out to eat, and it kind of lagged on for the day, so I really didn't get back in time to do any tiny races. End of the year, we were just trying to have a little fun, me and him. So that was the thing that was going on with me and him. So I didn't get a chance to actually race the tiny races. I'm not kind of upset. It's the end of the year, like I say. We'll be back, I'm hoping this week, and then I'll finish up the last one of the year. So like I said, and on this, with the Castle of Castles, I only did this one race for the whole week. I did a 26-mile race, and then I did a 26 triple team, or the triple team trial race on Thursday, and then I did another race on Saturday that was with a team ride, it was 26 miles. And then Sunday morning, I did a triple T that I'm gonna post with that video for Wednesday. Everything on that video is gonna be the video like you see now with me in the corner, but there will be a life-size image of me riding. And even my daughter's like, they gonna want to see all of you, Dad? And I'm like, yeah, I want to kind of show them everything that I'm doing so nobody thinks anything else. Also, we'll talk about all the equipment, why I'm doing this, what I'm looking forward to. All my achievements for this year are all going to be on that video. I didn't want to overload it, so I'm going to put all my thoughts, goals, and what I'm trying to achieve next year on the next week's Wednesday video. Hopefully there will be a tiny race on that one, but I'm not sure. Now, as you see, we're racing here. BB is out front, and like he told me, he was going to push, but he wasn't pushing as hard. Now, I get back out in front, and I'm riding. And I'm not trying, like I say, BB said something to me during the race. He was like, hey, if you want a really fast time, let some other people lead. And I think I'm gonna see if I can see it in here when he says it to me. But what I do then, because I was out front riding, and the thing was, I was riding at a cool pace for me. I really was. Now, I was trying to get speed coming down this hill so I can get to the super drift. Super tuck. And that's what I was trying to do. So if you see me coming down, and I thought pedaling, I'm trying to get into super tuck mode. So as we come down to around to almost about a third, a little bit more than a third of this race in, we're riding pretty well. I have to let you know that I'm very excited about this race because a lot of races, or a lot of people, like when I get to open, there was a lot of riders who always ride. So it felt good to ride with them. Now, you see, I was getting hot, so I had to take off my shirt. So here it is, y'all. I don't like showing a lot of my body because I've lost a lot of weight. I have a lot of extra skin on me, and I don't look like a normal rider. And because of the extra skin, which me and my wife have already talked, when I get to my main goal, as you see there, I kind of have like man boobs. I'm sorry. I'm just being open and honest about it. There's a lot of weight. I used to fill that shirt up. As you can see, the shirt is kind of tucking under all my little crevices. So I try to show my whole body. That's the whole reason, man. It's not, I'm trying to cheat or something. The video that I put out tomorrow is going to detail a lot of this. Now, I know I'm talking a lot while we're doing this race, but this was a pretty long race. This race ended up being about 38 minutes. And as we raced, like I said, BB was asking me, he told me, hey, back off if you want to get a faster time. So what I would do was slowly back into the group. And I just rolled down. I'm not fearing being left anymore. Now, a lot of this comes from, there's a seating change. I'm gonna show you all on that video, all 3 seats that I had and where I'm at now. And I still haven't got my custom seat yet, but I changed the way I was sitting on the bike, changed a lot about how I raced. My first probably 140 races. I'm up to almost 160. Probably my first 140 races. I had this thing that I'm scared of as a man on a bike with a seat. You kind of, everybody understands the undercarriage, and everybody was talking about nerves and things going numb and things like that. So I had my seat tilted down, very far down. So what would happen is I would ride, and as I'm trying to put in power, I would slide down the seat. So about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks, when I was talking in the video, 3 weeks ago, I changed the way my seat was, and I tilted it up so I could stay sitting down. But when I wanted to put power in, I would kind of lift myself up and back to the top of the seat, because I can't stand on the bike right now still. And I would lift myself up on the back of the bike to put in power. But when I changed the seat so it's set up level, totally level, yes, I did feel a little tension when I first started riding with that seat being level on the undercarriage, if you understand what I mean. But it was okay, and then it became easier to put my power in. It was like my legs had achieved like a extra height. I don't understand how it really works, but I had more power without trying to put power in. It was really weird for me. So that's the thing I really want to say about that. So a lot of it's going to be talked about in that video. Now, we're back in this race, and let me stay in this race for a little while here. You can see us as a group, and in my head, I'm trying to stay even with them all the way down to 1.5 miles. If you see, I got it on miles right now. I've been meaning to change it. I move it back and forth. Y'all know that, back and forth. Sometimes it's on meters, sometimes on miles. When I ride my team on the team trials, or if we're doing an open, I change it back to the metric system. When I'm not, I kind of move it back to the imperial system, because I like that when I'm just racing these stages. So I did that because on the team trials, they talk about where the elevations are at. As a team, they go where it's at 27 kilometers. And it's kind of hard to try to figure it out in miles, so that's why I switch back and forth. I'm American, so I like miles, man. I'm sorry. It's easier for us to understand, because that's what we've been taught all our lives. So as we're out, B-Turner comes up on me. As of now, I see Roland out there. Roland is riding on this now. You can understand, there was 3 big boys in here for me. There was Roland, there was BB, and then that was one more. It was 4 or 5 guys I was following in this race. I think I want to say that, but I know 3 for sure. So as we're coming around on this last 2 miles, I'm really excited, because if you notice my heart rate, I've gotten really good at keeping my heart rate down. Now, as you see me sitting up kind of like that riding, it's still me getting used to the undercarriage at the time. I'm good with the seat, but I still feel kind of funny. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I did. When I did the Triple T 26-mile race that Thursday night, by the end of the race, I was starting to become numb in the seating area, so I knew it was, I'm getting used to that seat. Plus, I changed seats, so now I'm on my 3rd seat, which I will show those to you. Now, BB is out front, and I like riding with BB. If you notice, I ride the pace with BB. I don't try to leave him, because if I get in front of BB, he's gonna slingshot off of me. But like I said, he said he didn't really have the energy this week because of a couple of things he was going through. Hey man, I hope you're better. I'm not putting another asterisk, as you see me put the finger up there. I'll probably put an asterisk there just every time I talk about it. But I'm looking at this, and then we're coming down to the end of this race, and I'm excited because, like I say, this is a Zwift Community Live. We'll probably only be able to make one of these maybe 3 times a year. If they do one like Christmas Day and one on New Year's Day, I can do them. They do a live, but I'm pretty sure they probably won't. And because of the way I work, I'm not home normally on a Monday. I'm usually out of here at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but I didn't have to be out of here that early that day. So as you can see, we're coming up on the end of this race, and I'm looking at BB and I'm looking at Turner, and we riding together, and I see that we got down to 8. So what I do, I increase the pedal, because I've been keeping my pedals low. I have room to sprint. I got my heart up. And so I see Turner come right there next to me with BB right there. And I go, okay, cool. What I need to do is just stay where I'm at. And as we get down to just under half a mile, I increase my pedals. If you notice, my pedals are really up there now. So I'm trying to keep them now. My goal has always been to pedal at about 90, 95 pedals a minute, eventually up to 100. As we come around, I'm gonna slow it down. And as you can see, I didn't realize that I really had I saw B Turner on there, so I was thinking he was close enough to sprint. And because I have the graph up, I can't tell exactly how close he was. So I took off. I'm like, you know what? If you don't get me, you gonna get me. But apparently, I had about a second or two on him. Right at the end, I think right at a second, just long enough so I can beat him. Man, thank y'all for this. I'm glad for the Zwift Live community. I will put a link of the video of me ending on this. Thank you for giving me that. And I want to say, Roland, thank you for linking that to me. I'll put your link in the description. Have a great day and ride on.